跟着 DJ 节奏一起嗨 ，N3，嘿嘿。
时间差不多喽，不要逼我倒数，快回位置上坐好。
所有喜欢台湾篮球以及支持勇士的伙伴们，大家午安，大家好！欢迎大家在今天3月22号礼拜六的下午，再一次回到我们勇士的主场。继上周精彩又热血的拿下胜利之后，很开心在今天再次的看到大家。而在本周呢，我们携手我们合作已经来到第6年的好伙伴台湾大哥大，一起组成超能战队，要来勇闯未来。相信大家从场外的活动就感受到我们这次有许多满满的科技感的游戏啊，以及礼品要带给大家，也跟大家预告，今天、明天还有下礼拜二这3天都是我们跟我们的好伙伴台湾大哥大一起携手推出的主题日，希望大家多的进场，可以玩游戏之外，还有很多的好礼等待大家一起进场来领取哦。而在这一次，我们组成超能战队要来勇闯未来，而我们的台湾大哥大也带来好伙伴哦，他们的台湾大运动家族这一次邀请到。在这一次的主题中，我们第一天就来点不一样的。除了都有大家喜欢的演出之外呢，我们这一次邀请到2位顶尖P.LEAGUE选手来到现场，并且要带给大家原汁原味的 Breaking Battle 给各位。在介绍选手之前呢，我们要邀请到重量级的评审来到现场一起评鉴。你没有听错，你没有看错，我们就要在勇士的主场，在这个篮球场上进行最原汁原味的 Breaking Battle。好，接下来我们要先来介绍我们公平又公正的评审阵容。首先邀请大家拿起折扇，让我们欢迎第1位评审，让我们一起来掌声欢迎台湾大哥大林总 Jamie。来到我后方，来到中间，要来入座。那待会的场上就会交给我们专业的选手来进行 battle。再来第二位已经来准备邀请到林总就位的，就是我们勇士的吉祥，我们的当家比尔，欢迎比尔入座。哦，比尔要来一段是不是？好，赶快回来，不好看，赶快收起来。再来，今天还有一位幸运的球迷代表一起来到我们场中来就座，由3位一起来决定今天我们邀请到的2位。Breaking Battle 到底会谁获胜？我们就由3位待会用手中的牌子来决定。接下来，我先来听一下现场我们勇士的伙伴们来点掌声。这也是第1次哦，在篮球场上进行这样的 Breaking Battle。那接下来我要一一的介绍2位重量级的选手，也别忘记过的掌声还有热情。首先，我先来欢迎准备要在我右手边登场，让我们一起来掌声欢迎，他是台湾首位登上巴黎奥运舞台的国手，也是2024 Outbreak 世界冠军的孙Chen。好，我们欢迎孙Chen来到我右手边的舞台。接下来要在我们左手边登场，他是我们今年刚加入我们台湾大运动家族的新鲜人，也登上我们罗马尼亚达人秀唯一一位拿下金色按钮的亚洲人，只有9岁的世界冠军，一起来欢迎 B-Boy 娜娜林李娜。看到2位我们台湾之光都来到我们的场上，到底谁会是我们勇士主场P.LEAGUE Battle 最后赢家？精彩的 Breaking Battle 即将展开，也交给我们带来我们专业的音乐 DJ 老师 Lodi DJ Lodi，Are you ready? Shut the beat！ 叠对叠，谁会先出招呢？来点掌声好吗？哎呦，孙Chen先来喽！尖叫声！击喽！ show some love。是的，大家也可以看到我们霹雳舞其实是强调 peace and love、unity 还有 have fun。那么接下来邀请大家再次用最热情掌声送给2位带来的精彩演出，好吗？哦，后面已经举牌了，是不是？来，3位评审带着你们的决定来到前方，待会来揭晓，带着你们决定要投给他的那一位选手的名称。好，2位先往中间聚集，来，3位评审决定好了，先往中间，我一个一个来唱名，请你们帮我举出你们手中的那一票要投给谁。好，首先我们要来请比尔率先来将你的神圣的一票。3、2、1，请投出！掌声先恭喜我们孙胜获得1票。接下来，我们球迷代表准备好你手中的答案。3、2、1，请揭晓。这1票投给娜娜。来喽，总经理 Jamie， 相信你左右为难啊。2边都是你的心头肉，我们来看看你最后会选择的是3、2、1 ，Open Passport。是的，2个都是我们台湾大运动家族的好伙伴，那也是我们的台湾之光。2位都是我们 Open Passport 的精神代表，在今天的舞台上，不只用我们的胜负来决定嘻哈的精神，也要再一次将我们的掌声送给孙胜以及娜娜，继续来挑战极限，为台湾继续争光。那5位一起来合照好吗？那孙正帮我加入到我们总经理右手边，那娜娜也帮我站在总经理的左手边。好，那我们一起拿着我们的选择的牌来，我们一边举着娜娜，一边举着孙正的立牌。OK， 好，好，那我们一起看前方的媒体朋友，来看中间哦，先看中间官方摄影。好，还有那里要捕捉的，帮我举个手哦。好，我们再看一次中间。好 ，OK 吗？谢谢，让我们再一次掌声送给我们2位台湾之光，谢谢孙正，谢谢娜娜，也谢谢我们台湾的总经理林志成总经理，也谢谢比尔，还有我们幸运的球迷代表，谢谢。接下来来到熟悉的勇士主场，当然刚才看完这么精彩刺激的挑衅对决的 battle 对决之后，换个口味，换个风格，接下来拿起你的折扇，一起掌声欢迎富邦 Angels。
This that pretty girl munch, this that flaunt. She just touched down in LA. Kiss me with the drama, check you like commas. My clothes are pajamas, straight from the cold plunge. Daytime better using my iron. Quick switch at a pit for the night. Flowing through the lane, we'll be 20 minutes late, cause we have to do it in and out drive-by. It's not that deep, I'm not that drunk. Sometimes girls just gotta have fun. Throw it back, all that ass. Me and my sis, we're too attached. Not that deep, but not that dumb. Look at them bodies on the run. Inside glowing like the sun. You're gonna feel this every day. This that pretty girl munch, this that flaunt. She just touched down in LA. Pretty girls don't do drama unless we won. It'll be depending on the day. Pretty girls looking to defend. I know I'm a defender, never let it catch no strike. This that pretty girl munch, she's that stun. I make you wanna swing both ways.
掌声送给富邦 Angels， 也可以看到 Angels 穿上我们全新的商品，这也是我们跟我们经典品牌 BBC 所联名推出的商品。欢迎大家也可以把握时间到2楼来选购哦。再次掌声送给富邦 Angels。
接着介绍双方球员登录名单。首先介绍客队桃园璞园领航员，球衣背号1号丁恩迪 ，Number 2 2号陈玉瑞 ，Number 3 3号陈立生 ，Number 10 10号林子伟，球衣背号12号李家康，球衣背号25号林正，球衣背号45号 Number 45琼斯。为您介绍领航员先发5人，球衣背号6号关达佑，背号21号 Number 21。博朗，球衣背号24号 Number 24葛拉汉，球衣背号30号白耀成，以及球衣背号69号卢俊祥。总教练卡米洛斯，助理教练及球员发展总监杨怡峰，助理教练黄启峰、陈世杰、唐伟杰以及柯焕维。台北富邦勇士成军迈入第10年，经历过最高荣耀时刻，也经历了无数低潮，一路走来勇敢面对，遭遇困境时永不放弃，在争取冠军的道路上永不止息。今年将以勇气、团结一心的精神，再次重返荣耀。
每个勇士都有无惧的信念。找回初心，接到直接补攻，找回勇气。我们永不止息。Always be brave.
Be brave！ 台北富邦勇士的球迷们准备好了吗？让我听到你们的尖叫声！现在介绍第一组队台北富邦勇士球员登录名单。首先欢迎勇士吉祥物比尔。球员进场，球衣背号1号，能从外线打到禁区。篮板机器人沃特斯 ，Number 1 Brando Waters。球衣背号4号，后场发动机能 hold 住目光的全能后卫陈佑伟。球衣背号6号后卫，帅气与球技兼具，国民姐夫吴永胜。 球衣背号8号前锋，防守大锁逆流而上的鲑鱼 ，Number 8周鲑鱼。球衣背号12号后卫，勇士队精神领袖，永远的人气王，野兽林志杰。球衣背号14号小前锋，奇妙老爹本土洋将，队长蔡文成。球衣背号23号冲锋陷阵关键福星。Number 23， 23号 Smart 石伯恩，球衣背号24号后卫，敢拼敢打破茧而出 ，TJ 简廷照，球衣背号27号 Catch and Shoot 的外线高炮塔阿美族射手张正阳。And now the starting five， 先发5人名单。球衣背号00号超强外籍生，体能炸裂的4号位大前锋 Big Mo 莫巴耶。球衣背号0号后卫东北角一哥蓝洋小跑车赖廷恩。球衣背号55号守护勇士的天际线。来自美国的大姐夫威西 ，55 Jeff 威西，球衣背号92号小前锋，中距离教科书空中飞鸟博德，球衣背号11号后卫3分冷箭锋芒内敛 KJ 洪凯杰。外勇士领队兼总教练许晋哲，执行教练吴永仁，助理教练林伟浩、魏维、梁兆轩，体能教练郑维轩，防护师林武章、彭玉明，球队翻译王义忠，总经理叶宗颖。
好的，在球员送礼物的同时呢，所有的伙伴们也注意大家喽。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. It's good to broadcast to you from Heping Gymnasium, where the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots will face the Taipei Fubon Braves. At stake for the Pilots is the chance to clinch the regular season #1 seed. Pilots never had a winning percentage under 73% this season. The Braves actually have a chance to leapfrog the second place Ghost Hawks where they win tonight. And the Ghost Hawks on their end will play the Braves on Tuesday in a huge standing shaker. And as for the 4th place Steelers, I looked it up. January 17th, 1946 was the first ever UN Security Council meeting. First session ever. We're moving around things on the rundown, and on your screen right now is the Mandarin Broadcasters NCCU head coach Chen Ziwei and Cai Qingjing providing the Mandarin commentary. I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for tuning in. 球迷朋友们，你想要听紫薇跟秦景的讲评，当然就按照中文的转播，要听他们的讲评。之前记得我们的 Plus 的直播都要帮我们按赞。Next weekend, Ziwei turns his sight on to his day job, where he's the coach of the 4-time champion NCCU Griffins, and they're going to be going for another title at the Taipei Arena.
欢迎大家来到勇士的主场，再一次来到我们勇士主场。本周我们跟台湾大哥大携手推出超能战队勇闯未来主题周，而且不只是今天礼拜6，明天礼拜天，下礼拜2也是主题周哦。那到底有什么好康的？很多一一的来介绍。来看到比尔手上的呢有我们主题折扇之外，还有我们买 Moji 的体验券，还有 G41 的序号，这是3天都会帮你准备的哦。再来看到我身上，我手上这个呢有球员版的手机充气支架哦，这个每天的款式，今天的款式到底会有多少人来了就知道。再来我这个很舒服的颈枕要怎么获得？玩游戏就知道了。再来看一下杰米，杰米给大家看一下哦，这个手机防水袋很实用，对不对？还有我们这野餐垫都是进场跟玩游戏就会有机会获得。再来安娜秀给大家看一下，这个手机 吊绳呢？我们来到场内，当然是要应援啊，当然就是把手机放在身上，这样最安全之外，我们还有运动头巾，你可以做不同造型，你就是最勇的造型，一起来当我们的勇士最佳铁粉。总之说了这么多，在今天、明天还有下礼拜二，一起跟着我们台湾大哥大的超能战队勇闯未来。
It is the Braves beginning their final 3-game stretch of home games in 4 nights, the last of their regular season. On screen is Justin Wu Junxiang, who just represented Chinese Taipei, and a long-awaited face-off for the Pilots and the Braves. It's been nearly 3 months since they last played in 2024. The previous game, Justin Wu Junxiang, when the clock struck his favorite 7 p.m., really turned things on. The Braves made a valiant comeback effort, but 28-5-5 by Justin on 6 made 3-pointers really iced the game. On the season series, the Pilots have a 4-win, 2-loss advantage, as Beast himself had a 28-11 performance. And speaking of good matchups, on November 9th, there was the closest and highest scoring game, that time won by the Braves. Beast did not play that much in the Sunday game, but provided us a enticing image of inviting Justin in for a real head-to-head. Now, last week, the Ghost Hawks lost, and that's 2 out of the 3 teams out of reach of the first place, and only the Braves, with many games remaining on their schedule, can even vie for first place. So the Pilots, why I say their regular season #1 clinching situation is down to M1.
其实就是有想过这几天比较密集的比赛，然后有想说，可能会想要调整个比赛，然后或是休息个1-2场，但我觉得杰哥都已经发出邀请函了，所以我觉得我还是来应战的。大家都知道，这是就是运动员必须要经过一个传承这个阶段。对，那其实我自己很开心，就是有老大哥，然后会来主动的来鼓励我这个小老弟。对，那我觉得我蛮珍惜这一段经验的，因为我觉得我可能过了几年后，我可能也是需要面对这同样的事情。那我觉得我就可以效仿杰哥说，好好的为篮球做一点贡献，然后为学弟，然后付出一点心力这样子。
在国家队。
Pre-game, Justin sharing that he cherishes these experiences, and perhaps down the line, he will be the one that will have to toe the mantle for Taiwan basketball and learn from Beast's performances. This is actually a rescheduled game so that the Pilots can fly tomorrow and begin their Basketball Championship League Asia East journey Monday in Kuala Lumpur. Another 6 home and away games on their regional level after they finished 2nd place in the East Asia Super League. The 3 officials tonight will be left-right Mei Mingsen, Zhang Liyue, and Zhang Weijun. For the Pilots starting the game is a familiar look: Alec Brown, Trevion Graham, Ethan Bialton, Killer Guan Dayo, and the aforementioned Justin. On the Brave side, it's Jeffrey Whithey, Mohamed Mbaye, Lai Tingan, KJ Hong Kai-jie, and Jabari Bird. The Pilots haven't started Trevion Graham at power forward since January 18th. That's a 5-game gap. Meanwhile, on the Brave side, Josh Zhouguoyu participated in the national team competition in the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. He is not in the starting lineup, so if he plays, it will be ending a 7-game stretch where he's been the starter. Meanwhile, Mbaye in 3 straight games returning from injury. The Braves are 3-0. The Braves overall are on a 4-game winning streak, while the Pilots have won the last 2.
来，先看中间哦。好，中间再帮我看一次。好，还有哪里需要补充吗
The Braves are coming off their first
好，谢谢。
road
接下来
back-to-back wins
我要请
with
我们
last weekend's first
总经理
weekend
来
sweep
到我
for
身
them.
旁
KJ Honkaije
然后
was
呢，我们
voted
准备要
as
进
the
行开
Week
球仪式
21
我们将
MVP.
球来，总经
Yeah,
理
double-digit
听说你有个
scoring
任务
both
嘛球要
days.
先来到我们这边。
Sunday as the starter in
好
particular,
那我
21
们
points
让
of
2位，听说有点 special，
coming off
掌
of
声欢迎
5
他们好
made
吗？
threes. The
让他们
first
带来
local
不一
player to
样
win
的。
Week MVP
交给
since
你们咯。
Justin did so in Week 13. And the biggest reason as a team for having so much success, plus 12 and plus 17 a rebounding
请开
advantage.
球！再次掌声
The
送给我们
turning
2位
point for
台
the
湾
Braves
之光，
was
欢
Saturday's
迎我们孙
25
正以及
turnovers.
娜娜，也谢谢台湾
And,
大哥大总经理林志
An
成总经
underlying
理。
question is how
精
long
彩的比
will
赛马上就要
Nick
展
King
开了，
be
我
out
们几位
with an
勇士
injury?
加
He
油
kind of crashed
！Let's go
into the
富邦，一
courtside
起来
seats,
！Let's
in
go
particular
富邦
courtside couches, not as friendly as you think
Let's
they'd be.
go 勇士！
The thing is, on this winning streak, the
Let's
Braves
go,
have not yet
Fubon.
faced the Taoyuan Pauian
Let's
Pilots
go 勇
in
士！
nearly 3.5 months.
我们知道本场次执法3位裁判，主裁判张吕元。
Meanwhile, the Pilots coming off their East Asia Super League Final Four appearance in Macau with $500,000 of prize money as the runners-up. Things get started at 5:13 local time. The Braves operations pregame starting a little tardy. They're in white. The Pilots are in their orange pinstripes. Pilots defeated the Ryukyu Golden Kings in the semis and lost a nail-biter to Hiroshima Dragonflies in the championship. And the first score of the game will come from the Pilots as Travion Graham is guarding Mbaye. Little slip cup as KJ finishes off the window. KJ averages 10.7 points against the Pilots on 48% shooting as Graham on the inside leaves it a little short. Long rebound. Mbaye to Bird. The Braves kick it around. Trying to find the spacing. A man open, but the shot goes up and it's rimmed out. Justin right now guarded by Lai Tian as a ball screen leaves him with a little bit of daylight. Not an easy task to shoot over Mbaye at 205 centimeters, about 6'8.5", foul on the sideline. And previously, KJ with a tough finish. Bird in the corner up against killer Guan Dayo. One of 2 members of the Pilots on the original team. That started in 2020. He's driving. And will take him by one-on-one. Got a step, but in close quarters, they swing it around. Alec Brown from the top. No. And Jeffrey Woodhey will come down with a board. Jeff running on the other side, going up against Brown, and the reaching foul. Brown with that patch over his left eye and a cut sustained in Macau. He and Ethan Bioton, I believe both in the championship game. Pilots' second team foul. Woodhey came off the bench in 6 out of the first 7 games he played with the Braves, where they were 3 wins, 4 losses. He averaged 30 minutes per game. Then 7 straight starts, tonight being his 8th straight. When active, there are 5 wins and 2 losses, but he's contributed even more, playing 37 minutes per game. That'll give the Braves a 1-point lead. Justin lining up the 3 and knocking it down. The highest local scorer in the Plus League this season at 17.9 points per game. After him is Chen Pauian at just about 15 points per game. That's even a point increase for Justin over his MVP season last year as Bird pump fake, tough shot by over the top, and didn't quite have the right trajectory. Ram stutter stepping, faked him out, but a travel called on the stop. First Pilots turnover on the game. I'm following along with the stats of the game at PLeagueofficial.com/game/639. KJ will score it. And again on the cut, number 11 getting an easy basket. Now Justin flinging up a prayer, no whistle for him. Lots of physicality allowed. Backdoor to Brown. He avoids the defense and scores one easily himself. On the Friday game, Brown had 10 points and was a +10. And the biggest thing as Taoyuan counters with a swish himself. Trying to shake off an 0 for 13 shooting performance by Brown. Justin wide open, and he stays hot. This time a little pistol. Bird, Whitty, and Mbaya on the side as a long 2 goes up. And a crashing rebound by Bird prevents the Pilots starting a fast break. The Pilots are going for the #1 seed in the regular season. Funny enough, the only time in the Plus League's history out of 4 prior seasons that the #1 team won the title was actually in season 1 as Ethan easily drives, nothing called, and long rebound to the Braves. The Braves won it themselves with a first-round bye, and we have the same format this year. So history suggests the Pilots trying to join some good company as Whitty, shot fake, dumps it off to Mbaye, and he scores. (11-11) ball game as Justin from 1 foot wider than the 3-point arc. Off the mark, and our first stoppage of the game. So in game 41 of the Plus League regular season, we have started off with a tie ball game between the Pilots and the Braves. Back after this.
一样的动作。来看看比尔今天，来喽，被看到了，看到了，我相信你有看到大荧幕。来，比尔出个考题，这位朋友来进一下大荧幕。比尔他不理你，好，换个小朋友，来跟着比尔做出一样的动作，很好，非常好。好，欢迎我们的3员一起来到勇士主场，来跟着比尔做一样的动作 ，copycat。哇，比尔你这个太牺牲我们的来宾了。来，小妹妹拿着比尔的娃娃。哦，比尔怎么了啊？好， 来，这一位美女帮我再看一下大荧幕，跟着 Bill 一起送飞吻。好，比个爱心。来，我们杰哥的粉丝看一下大荧幕，来一起送出爱心，谢谢。来，我们看一下，发现了，对，一起拉弓送出爱心，谢谢。谢谢大家的参与。
Guangxia jerseys here in the building in support of Beast Lin Zijie. More than a decade out in the mainland CBA, not to be confused with the CBA of the 1990s here in Taiwan. Well, Taiwanese basketball fans are coming off a happy midweek of basketball with the national team had to play in the FIBA Asia Cup 2025 secondary qualifiers. Bird high above and in and out. Trying to shoot it over Alec Brown. They're running the lane as Justin crosses into KJ's reach. Ball batted around by 8. Back to Bird. Smack from behind and a whistle comes. The referees are called Alec Brown for a second foul, and let's see about this extracurriculars. It would be his third, and it is. You see some contact let go there. And they say it's on the body because it was clean up top. So 3 free throws for the Braves in a very fortuitous break for them. Speaking of those performances, Chinese Taipei face Guam and Thailand on Wednesday, 113-73. Guam is ranked 91st in the world and 18th in Asia. They actually had to play in the pre-qualifiers where they went 2 wins, no losses, plus 26 points. And in the qualifiers, a single win over Mongolia and a better point differential at 1 win, 5 losses got them into where they were. As it's a big line change for the Braves coming up. Beast and Brandon Walters among those subbed in. Mohammed Al-Bashir Gadiaga, 23 points, led Chinese Taipei. Josh, in 15:38, scored 9 points. And Justin, in 21 minutes, scored 13 points. Pilots will be down Alec Brown for a bit. Jaron Jones and Amby now in the front court as Justin splits the double team, but ball on the deck and another dribble turnover. It's a 4-on-2 through to Tangaway, and the Braves start a little run. Jones a catch and shoot from the mid-range and swirls it in. Jones' first year with the Pilots. Actually leads the team in scoring with 19.1 points per game. That's good for 5th in the league behind the back, but off of a Pilot. Josh on the corner, catch and shoot, splash. Josh then followed that Wednesday game up last night with a 5-point outing in 12 minutes 41. Everybody on Chinese Taipei got multiple buckets. Jones a catch and shoot 3, that's good. Pilots not falling too far behind. Having sustained a pretty serious loss personnel-wise with foul trouble. Now Josh from the pinch post on the dribble. Amby will grab the board. Number 30, Ethan, the starting point guard since his rookie year, is found himself a blocking foul and a loud protest from the Pilots bench. Looks like Woody is more confused than the Pilots are angry. There'll be a warning. And Yergi addressing the U1 referee. When you're watching FIBA games, the referee that just calls a foul will always end up on the opposite side of the scorer's table. So that's how you figure out perhaps who you really need to talk to. As Taoyuan with the board, up ahead to Brandon Walters, and he takes the finger roll lay-in. Good assist by Taoyuan. He was also part of the Chinese Taipei squad, but not active for either game. Rosters can be 16 players and 12 active on the game day. Pregame Graham forcing his way to 2 points. Beast with some space, slip, and a pass out of the reach of Walters and out of bounds. The overall historic head-to-head in this series between the two OG Plus League teams is the Braves 22 wins to 14 losses. And you'd ask, well, based on this season, how could that be? Well, in the first 2 seasons in the Plus League, the Pilots only beat the Braves 1 single time in 14 games. That's Braves 7-1 and 6-0. Jones back to Andy. How about him from 15 feet? That hits back iron, and the Braves push it ahead. Walters with deep position, but his stop off the backboard is a miss. Graham's got the speed, beats one man, taking Josh's physicality, and in and out. Pretty merciless bounce as Jones will swing it. Ethan, shot fake to a jump pass, intercepted, and the Pilots turn it over again. Behind the back dribble, Beast getting the return favor back to Mbaye in the zone, and a travel is called. I want to see that one again, as it's, albeit a decently scoring game, not one without its mistakes. Justin with a couple of dribble turnovers and Braves a pass turnover followed by steps. Jackie, a corner 3 on the way, no problem. Lee Jiakong was a hot ticket for most improved player last year, but it was won by Linear Xiaohei as Taoyuan, a rare 3-pointer made by him. Only his 3rd of the season on about 31 attempts as 2 players go tumbling. They're going to both be helped up. Pilots briefly took a 1-point lead as Beast actually screened for Taoyuan. His first season with the Braves, signed in the free agency of the off-season. Jackie only played 35 minutes in Macau between the 2 games, 11 points and 5 assists. Interesting enough, in the season series against the Braves is a team high plus 34 in the plus-minus column when you add them all up. Ties the ball game up at 23. Jerry going with the floater, it's in. 5-point start for him. Justin slicing through the defense. And the back and forth basket for basket game continues. Beast going under against Lin Ziwei, excuse me, and a bad decision. one guy in Taiwan basketball you can't really afford to go under on, as Justin deked out. Jones with a free throw area push shot. Nice touch by number 45 as Beast is on the side. Walter screening. Zue forcing him to a step back. Passes into Jones's hands. We got about a minute and a half left. And they foul in the front court. Had one to take before bonus free throws. So after that, the Braves went 5-3 against the Pilots, but only by 6 points. The difference in those 8 head-to-head matchups. That was Irgi Camino's first season as the head coach. And then the Braves swept the Pilots for the only ever Plus League playoff sweep at 3 wins to none. And that margin was by 39 whole points. The young Pilots were not quite ready. And taking the contact, taking the fall, and Justin will go to the line. Thankfully not hurting himself. You see the screen and rescreen as Beast clearly sliding into Justin already in the air. Thankfully everybody's all right. Last season, the Pilots beat the Braves 6 out of 8 times for a plus 7.7 points per game. Not as much as the 13 points, 11 points that the Braves' average margin was against the Pilots. People lost count of the free throw situation. Actually, Justin has been money at the free throw line. Made all his free throws in Macau. Last night was 8 for 8 in his 16-point outing in 18 minutes for Chinese Taipei. Gets the bounce. And we are once again tied at 28. The times tied might set a new record this season. Beast still guarded by Wayne. Kind of a zipper cut as Walters has got some daylight. Here come the Pilots trying to take back the lead. Drag screen by Andy, forces a switch. They can't get it to him as Josh on the Senegal center. Time running down. Justin hesitates, takes it in, flings up a miss. It'll be a 4-on-3 as Beast. A couple of dribbles let the defense reset. To the cutting Josh, and he switches it from close range. Beast might have dribbled himself out of an advantage, but a sweet spin move, a signature by him. Created a scoring opportunity on a good cut. 2-point advantage for the home Braves. Justin coaxes a foul out of Walters. This will be free throws. We talk about the #1 seed. That first year, inaugural year of the Plus League, the Braves got an automatic, what we call a bye, a BYE, in the first round, where they get to advance the finals, and the Dreamers and Pilots, second and third place, had to play in a 5-game series. Well, in the last 3 seasons, the #1 seed did win their first round, but couldn't even force a 7-game series where they would win at least 3 games. Justin goes 1 for 2, a second trip in the opening quarter, and Guan Dayo will give him a breather. The home court advantage does play out in the playoffs. We'll get to that soon after this place. Quickly up ahead, Josh from a negative angle off the top of the backboard, and the buzzer will sound. The Braves 30, Pilots 29 after the first 12 minutes of play. Here at the home of the Braves at Heping Gymnasium. The last weekend we'll be here for the regular season. Take a break, grab a refresher, and we'll be back after the following messages.
着10年一刻，我们永世相信着，喜怒哀乐有你陪伴着。每次站上球场，听见你为我鼓掌，是我坚持的力量。Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up。这一次站上球场，整个羽龙的声响，全身沸腾，只为我疯狂，永不窒息回放。没经过低潮迷惘，怎能成长？3连霸，勇士王朝，再创辉煌，你不看好又怎样？ We believe to be the champ。每次站上球场，听见你为我鼓掌，是我坚持的力量。Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up。这一次站上球场，整个羽龙的声响，全身沸腾，只为我疯狂。勇士棒棒 ，We never stop。Come on, come on, come on, come on。棒棒 ，We never give up。棒棒 ，We will be the top。One for all, we fight for it, for the win。他的富邦 brand。
热情掌声献给富邦 Aegis。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Your likes on the Plus League YouTube live streams are appreciated. The weekend theme, or I guess the 3-game theme for the Braves to finish off their regular season home schedule is 超能战队勇闯未来, or in English, Brave the Future. We won the first 2 and have 3 to play in the next 4 nights as Justin plugging up that right nostril. He sustained a little bit of a hit to the face. He excelled in both games as they leave Ziwei open, but a bad pass. And another bad pass as Josh bit some of the courtside spectators. Justin made all 17 of his free throw attempts. But once again, the Pilots lost in a close game to the Hiroshima Dragonflies, who defeated the Pilots 3 times this season as pass right to the foot. After that pass turnover, Ziwei will take a seat for Justin. Reaching foul from behind. Now, with that result, the Pilots are still on a quest for their first title as a pro club. Of course, notwithstanding Xu Jingze and Ned Metcalf's championship with the SPL Pauian team, as Josh crashes into Justin for a 3 free throw trip. I don't know if they guarded each other this tightly at Chinese Taipei training camp. You see a little bit of a push off, then a bad contest landing in the landing space. Perhaps Chen Yowei will take a turn guarding the Pilots' best scorer. Domestically, the Pilots have won the last 7 out of 8 games. This run actually started with their road win against Taipei Fubon Braves here in this building. Justin has left a couple of points at the free throw line tonight. Now is 3 for 5, leading the team with 11 points. One thing I looked up pregame is March 22nd, tonight, or today's date, turning into tonight. It's actually the first time the Plus League has had a game day on 3/22, and that's falling 3/15. Last week was also the first time we played on that particular day. Filling out that calendar in the today in the Plus League. Jeff Wu Yong-sun. Handoff now floating to the corner as Mbaye kicks it to Taoyuan. Made a 3 earlier and just off target as Ethan beats 2 Braves to the rebound. sprint up ahead. Tricky passes, Travion keeps it alive. Out to Jones, lets one fly, then shoots the three, got it. Patient play by the Pilots. Now 3-23 actually has a double header last season. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Flare screen, Bird, one dribble pull up, yes. Jabari Bird has actually kind of battled injury ever since he joined the Braves. His first game, he didn't quite finish the game with some cramping going on. It was an impressive start. It was P.LEAGUE clear, but actually sustained an injury during the Lunar New Year break. Defense on the switch. And a travel will be called against him. Braves were mashed up all over the place. Jeff Whitty will return to the floor in place of Walters. The Braves started the season with Jordan Hamilton and Arnett Moultrie also was part of the import rotation. As Bird double team, finds a little crease. Pilots defense all in mess as Bird misses, but Whitty taps it back in, making an immediate impact and pulling the Braves within one. Jackie, having made one, makes another from the left corner. Connecting on 2 3-pointers. Ijakam improving on what is already a 32.5% three-point percentage this season. Over to Jeff Wu in the corner, and he knocks one down. Jeff Wu kind of having a resurgent season at about 35%. There you see the three-point shooting by the two squads. Out to Ethan, and his three is a little off to the right. With some speed, and Baye couldn't quite grab it. Jones had to tip that pass, and everybody needs to catch their breath. A tight pass. Tipping by Ricky at the end. Brandon Smart will check in for the first time tonight. He's also a 5-year member with the Braves. Sometimes Smart will actually get the start for the Braves. It only averages about 13 minutes per game. Justin, the contact, and they say goaltending, and Jabari Bird with a good effort. We'll see about the replay as the referees will initiate their own review. This is actually the first time Jabari Bird is playing the Pilots, and kind of one of those hard to read low trajectory shots. Now, if you're on the officiating side of things, you'd rather call a goaltending or basket interference because that will stop the clock, and so you can then review it. Whereas if you let it go, the team would have to contest the no call, and that would be tougher to do with time already coming off the clock. It has been a situation that has happened in previous editions of the P.LEAGUE rules. That layup is just so close, such a small margin. You're seeing it just like the referees are seeing it in the arena. I know what? It definitely looks like Justin is going for a bank shot, and don't necessarily have to be on a downward trajectory. I might take a few more looks at the replay. So the greatest number of times tied in one particular game sits at 11 points. That actually happened twice. Ghost Hawks versus Pilots on February 2nd. The Pilots pulled off the win that Sunday night, 100-89. And another time was March 8th. Also in Tainan, where the Braves on the road beat the Ghost Hawks 114-100. Thankfully, the referees whistled to give himself his chance, but now this review is taking a little bit. So as to the second game that Chinese Taipei won, they didn't have to with such a great point advantage over Guam. If they do not call interference or goaltending, well, now it's kind of up to the jump ball whistle. So if they cancel the goaltending, and it appears to be a jump ball for the Pilots. So a good block for Jabari Bird. Well, last night, after Guam beat Thailand, last night Chinese Taipei blasted them with very accurate shooting from all across the roster, 122-60. Thailand ranked 89th in the world and 19th. I don't think I have that quite right, but in the ballpark of Guam's world rankings and Asia rankings. Driving kick as Jones take a step back three. Andy got a hand on it, and it's going to be white ball. Talked about the Plus League players who started that one. Well, for Sunset graduate Ma Jianhao, he had 20 points on 6 made threes. Pilots with the 38-37 lead. The Thai squad actually won all 4 of their pre-qualifying matches in that small group. Time bringing down high off the glass, and they say a shot clock violation, so the ball went out of bounds. Jabari Bird actually bringing a Warriors mentality, as last week after Nick King got hurt on Saturday, Bird suited up on Sunday when he revealed he was actually supposed to be scheduled to make his return to regular season action this week, as Ethan underneath doesn't get enough juice on the pass. Bird was all day, he drains it. Putting the Braves up by 2. Jabari Bird, 7 points in the early goings. Bird out of Walnut Creek, California. There's a Cal Bear not too far away in Berkeley, California. How about Jones at the top of the arc? It's going to be a long rebound, a tap to Lai Tingan. Cameraman experimenting with an interesting zoom as a foul on the dribble. Will be the first on the Pilots as a squad. Early on in the game, Alec Brown, 3 personal fouls. Perhaps keep him out of action for another couple minutes. Number 3, Anderson Tanisa. Only a draft pick by the Pilots. Smart, plus range, just grazes the front iron. comes Orange as Travion Graham takes the lay-in. Utilizing the glass, and the Braves gonna go right back at them. Martin Bird on the short corner. Drops it, and it's going to be a turnover. Round 3 as Jones corrals it. Very sloppy passing all over the place. Jones on the block. Whitty coming down to help as the Pilots try to find some spacing. A couple of bounce passes, and Smart has himself a eventual takeaway. 4-on-3 as Whitty, they call a whistle. That must be Andy in the cylinder. Unlucky, as he is right. A lot of contact on that play. I'd say this is a little bit of a delayed whistle because the contact happened earlier, and then Whitty started a move. So I think the swing of the elbows would be a foul, but Andy initiated the contact a beat earlier. Jeffrey with a quick fire 3, made one earlier. They're tied up at 40 apiece. Justin in some trouble, is fouled on the sandwich. KJ will return to the floor. Back to Thailand for a bit. They actually were plus 123 in those 4 wins in the pre-qualifiers. Then in the qualifiers, a 2-4 loss record. Another chance he passes. Jones can't finish underneath. Andy with a board. Looking for an outlet as the shot clock got a 14-second reset. Graham into the hands of Lightingan, and Anderson calms things down by dropping in a floater. Down court, and Baye's fouled, and a fellow Tsinghua University grad and Fennel basketball player from Senegal, Andy fouls him. You see, look at the hand and the basketball going up. Thailand beat Indonesia for that 3rd place finish in the small group. Mohamed Mbaye, or Big Mo as he's called in the Braves camp, had a good sit down with him last Sunday night for Thailand Sugwati Ping Pai. He averaged nearly 24 points his senior year at Tsinghua University. Tight defense by Lightingan as Anderson trying to find a teammate. Graham, the high wing. Jones, extended low post. Beat him and try to smack down the dunk, and ends up on the deck. Braves with numbers as Lightingan eventually offers a pass to Whitty, and taken out by Justin. Certainly an offensive play that could have gone at a faster pace. So look at Jones trying to go with the left hand, and Whitty might have got himself a blocked shot. Whitty second in the Plus League, 2.6 blocks per game. They're in some trouble, and a jump ball is called. Good help defense by the Pilots there. And look, he beat Lee Jakang, but Anderson crashed in there, got his hands on the basketball. With 5 minutes to go in the first half, Beast returns to the floor. KJ in the free throw area, foul, and we'll have to earn it from the line. Again, kind of on that curl play. Free throw is good for KJ, who on the season averages only about 68% from the line and 34 attempts coming into tonight. Makes 2. Well, the Asia Cup of 2025 was preceded by the 2022 FIBA Asia Cup that was held in Indonesia, kind of a precursor to the Basketball World Cup. Indonesia, the Philippines, and Japan being a triple co-host. Graham spin move, and in the face of Brandon Walters, could not get it in. Numbers again for the Braves as Killer snacks it away. They got Whitney down low. All the defense in the world couldn't stop him, and the Braves expanded to a 3-point lead. Another turnover by the Pilots. KJ lines up the 3, no good. And several Braves tap themselves out of that opportunity. Jack Lee, cherry picking, gets the foul and the basket. Really, a blown opportunity on one end turns into an easy scoring, well, relatively easy scoring opportunity. Jackie had 2 teammates running up behind him. You see a good, accurate over-the-top pass. For the 3-point play, Jackie quickly climbing up the scoring ladder of the game with 11 points. Timeout called on the floor. We'll be taking a break here from Hoping Gymnasium, where the Pilots and Braves are once again tied up at 45 points.
请大家高举你的手，让我跟比尔知道要找谁。哦，比尔从这边出发，那我就来对面，来我们主队这边喽。有没有谁想要一起来玩中场游戏？今天会是在篮筐的5个点，然后一起团队的看看谁先把5个投篮的点投进球，我们就可以获胜。坐着我不好瞄准，站着好不好？哪里？哪里？好，拿到小球的10位参赛者。
Congratulations and props to the East Asia Super League team for a great season and a phenomenal Final Four event this year in Macau's Studio City. So a little bit more storytelling. The 2022 FIBA Asia Cup was won by Australia. Chinese Taipei with a group record of 1 win, 2 losses. Their lone win over Bahrain put them in a playoffs against Jordan. It was a tight game. Chinese Taipei actually had the lead before a half-court buzzer beater to end the game, and Jordan won by 1 point by Williams Jones Cup participant Freddie Ibrahim. And actually that would start a pretty miraculous run for Jordan as they defeat a powerhouse in Iran at 91-76 the next round, and only lost to Lebanon by 1 point in the semis. They eventually finished 4th as a foul first. Walters trying to get around Travion Graham. So anyways, this summer. Look forward to the 2025 edition of the FIBA Asia Cup in Saudi Arabia, August 5th through 17th, where the 16 teams will vie for the best national team in the Asia region. A couple of free throws puts the Braves up by 2. Jones with the push shot as Whitty. And the Braves can't get it through. A little mistiming, and Jones is having a struggle scoring the basketball up close. And a foul as Walters got 2 feet in the paint again. The Pilots, since Andy's been on the floor, have not played Ling Chen. Therefore, don't have a lot of local bigs out there. Travion Graham's second personal. There comes Andy. Walters on the season, a 60% free throw shooter, and improving on it tonight. So a perfect 4 for 4. Grant given some space by Beast as Andy tries to screen the double team on the ball screen. Jackie lost the handles of it, has men on the weak side as the whistle comes, and a miraculous and 1 from the corner. KJ, for the most part, had him locked down, and Walters even came with the help, and you see the Braves get split there on that double team. They're contending for a travel. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 1-point ball game. By at the high post, guarded by Jones as Beast counters baseline. The slow layup. Keep his balance there. Travion Graham beats his man with speed. Quickly he has to return to Mark Beast. Going under on the screen, Beast, and out. Swirling out a close one, and it's Pilots with a chance to take the lead. Off the shoes of Walters and out of bounds. You see Beast smartly countering the bad pick and roll coverage by the Pilots. Justin curling toward the basketball and getting it. Posting up Lai Tian for a sec. Braves do a good job covering up as the ball is on the deck. And a takeaway. For Walters, who comes in with a hammer dunk. A little bit of a stoppage as the ball gets away as the Braves trying to blow this lead open. And a swish on the other side. It's Jackie coming to the Pilots' rescue again. Braves immediately calling timeout. The Pilots on the game have been sloppy with it for 9 turnovers. in the first half. Let's listen in.
只要往球带过来，一定就是 motion 就换了。
我们要继续换吗？要不要继续换？还是不换？
没有，我们没有。
可以啊。继续换 ，please 将 switch no corner 是 right here。来，可以啊，两个讲话。
Pilots on the season against the Braves. There you see circled with the red box. 4 wins, 2 losses, averaging almost 103 points per game to the Braves 99. It's a closer margin than 5 wins, 2 losses against the Ghost Hawks. They average nearly 96 points and hold the Ghost Hawks to only 89.7 points per game. Ghost Hawks joining the Plus League, moving to National Tsinghua University as their home arena. The Ghost Hawks going through easily the craziest schedule and stretch of basketball, playing 13 out of 14 of the Plus League scheduled games. Certainly got to know the squad pretty well then. Now on the Brave side, prior to last season, they've always had a 60% winning percentage or better in the regular season. 79, 60, and 63% prior to the year they didn't even make the playoffs. And even if you extend the scope to the ABL season, the ASEAN Basketball League in 2019-20, as KJ on the downstream misses, Bai flies in for the board and an easy putback. Braves up by 2. The Braves had a 9-win, 8-loss record when play stopped as another foul. That'll send Ethan to the free throw line. That's just 1 win away from that 60-ish% mark. To get back to that regular season excellence, the Braves will have to win the 5 out of the last 6 games, and if they do so, probably guarantees them that 2nd seed in the regular season. And the Plus League has not announced the playoff schedule, and it can still be working on it. Even with his first points on the night, it's been a struggle for him. Makes the 2nd free throw. And we are in a tied ball game. He's guarded by Killer, who backs off. As Walters looking at the high post for a pass. Now offers up a little brush screen. Mbaye down low as Ethan taps it away. Jackie to Travion to Ethan. Man up ahead is Killer. Pump fake, pump fake. Pilots will set up a half-court offense. Jones to Killer. To Jackie. His wide open 3. Airballed. Might have had Beast to block the shot as interception. A bad floater take. Looking Pilots offense until Darren Jones from the corner, no, and Graham, an easy put back off the bank, and to beat the buzzer, KJ misses. So in a game where there's been a ton of back and forth, not a lot of long extended scoring runs, the Pilots will return to the lockers with a slight lead here on the road against the Braves. The final home weekend here at Heping Gymnasium.
抽出我们的神预测。好，我们先来看到奶昔带着神预测的箱子出来之后，我们在这个神预测抽奖的时候，我们想要再来邀请到我们今天的开场嘉宾。 再一次掌声邀请到我们台湾大哥大运动家族 B-Boy Nana 以及孙正。 好，我们有请2位嘉宾，今天要来帮我们一起抽出我们的奖项。来，我们来到场中。那待会在我们要抽的神谕测试，大家预测的第一节得分最高的勇士，我们看一下答案是第一节为勇士拿下比较多分的球员是右伟。好，我们来请2位来到中间。那我先请我们娜娜帮我抽1位，可以获得由 Taoyuan 所提供的无限极速按摩棒。好，来我帮你看一下，恭喜这一位2571得奖联是2571的朋友，记得带着你的得奖联先来到2边来集合，待会来颁奖领奖。好，再来我要请孙正帮我抽2位，2位可以获得我们 My Video 所提供的365天豪华月租电子序号。好，第一位4100，再一位，孙正再帮我抽1位，再一位哦。4100是第1位，第2位2537。好，所以获得我们 Taoyuan 所提供的按摩棒的是2571。再来2位可以获得由 My Video 所提供的序号41002537，记得赶快来集合。那我们先谢谢2位，待会再来颁奖，谢谢。好，接下来我们要来进行中场游戏哦。先请刚刚有10位朋友接到小球的朋友来集合报到，然后分成2队，蓝队跟红队，帮我穿上我们的披风。待会要来玩什么，我们来跟大家说一下。看到2个半场都有不同的立牌，那这个牌子呢，代表着要投球的位置。我们待会等他们着装完毕，再来跟大家分享游戏的规则。确认一下是否都来了10位朋友。来，我们10位朋友都来了吗？红队、蓝队10位，还有一位接到小球的朋友，那个不是礼物哦，要记得来集合报到，赶快来。来，再次提醒，有没有拿到小球的朋友，还没有来集合报到的？
The Plus League now has an English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN. Follow for more Plus League content. On the Mandarin broadcast is collegiate head coach Chen Ziwei, and from Formosa Television, Taipei. I'm Ryan Chen. Once again, thank you for tuning in to this regular season broadcast of Plus League basketball. Speaking of Plus League content, every Tuesday night, Thailand Sugwati Pingpai will have a either interview or a director's conversation. Subscribe to Formosa Television and the Plus League YouTube channels. For the game at hand, we have the Pilots up by 2 points after the first half of play, 57-55. From top to bottom, you have points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. That bottom number really looms large as neither team has really been able to string together 5 or 6 minutes of turnover-free basketball, and have really gone on extended runs to create more separation. As you see on the Pilot side, 4 players scoring in double digits. Jackie leading the way with 17, Justin 13, Travion Graham 11, Jaron Jones coming off the bench for 10 points. Meanwhile, on the Brave side, things have been a lot more spread out, led by Brendan Walters, 8 points, Taoyuan 7 points, almost all coming in the first quarter. Jabari Bird with 7, Jeffrey Whitty with 6, as well as KJ 6 points. Well, those turnovers have led to quite a bit of fast break attacks. The Braves do have bigger size between Walters and Whitty, so they'll be going to that low post and feed their big men, whether they're both on the floor or whether they can find a mismatch. The Pilots need to counter with speed and agility, and they have been shooting the basketball better at 8 for 16 from the three-point range. This game has been tied up 12 times. It seems like much more than that. But the Braves actually would lead for 10 minutes of the game to the Pilots 7:58, according to the stat sheet I was just handed. Kind of emulating Chinese Taipei, the Braves spreading the scoring around. by my count, 10 of their players are on the scoring stat sheet with 3 DNPs of their 14-man active roster. And for the Braves, they can really get creation from a lot of different areas. Taoyuan previously led the Plus League in assists. He's trying to find his shooting touch. And of course, Beast and Jabari Bird have their one-on-one brilliance as well. For the Pilots, of course, Travion Graham and Justin will typically open up their attack, but they've seen a lot of weird spacing and not necessarily the cleanest offensive operation. We'll see if Yurgi and the squad will make an adjustment. Rebounding-wise, there's only been 39 rebounds out there to get, and both teams are doing a decent job securing the defensive rebounds. Well, it's time for us to go to break, and we'll be back with the next segment after this.
我们先合照一张，来，我们来中间。那恭喜获胜的朋友可以获得由我们台湾大哥大所提供的摸币5000元，而且是每人5000元。那参加奖也有我们 G41 Now 的云端游戏服务的序号。我想要邀请我们颁奖人林之成总经理再次来到场中，来中间一起合影。非常大方哦，是每位都有5000元的摸币。那参加奖也有我们 G41 Now 我们钛金方案约定。来，我们靠近一起合照好吗？来，我们让小朋友来前方，来一起合照一张。来看中间。来看中间摄影师，来 OK 吗？好，再看一次中间。好，谢谢。来，我们后方领奖，谢谢。好，接着呢，我们想要邀请到，谢谢总经理。接着我想要来邀请到我们刚刚神预测的得主来场中。来，我们神预测的得主，来，神预测的得主可以来场中了，谢谢。好，接着我再次邀请到我们的娜娜还有孙正一起来到场中合影，由刚刚2位我们台湾之光来抽出的奖项，来中间，谢谢。然后看前方，来2位我们一起合照一张，还有富邦 Angel 比尔一起来合照一张。好，我们2位加入，谢谢。好，我们一左一右好了。好，谢谢谢谢。好，来看这里哦。来，先看，好，往右手边一步，往右手边一步。OK， 好，来看这里。先看这一击，来换这一击。好，看这哦。好，谢谢，也谢谢我们娜娜以及孙正，谢谢。那也恭喜2位得主。
最贴心的智能提醒，还有个人化智能建议，根本是多一个专属顾问。下载全新富邦 Plus， 取得专属你的智能进化力。全新台北富邦行动银行。
我们敢碰撞，不怕撞；我们敢挑战，不怕未知；我们敢摔，敢冲，更敢向前。你可以一成不变，也可以改变。选择。
欢迎光临，来到我们的房间。哎，没有要卖寿司，我们带大家来到我们台湾大哥大哦，这个最高科技 AI 的这个摄影棚哦，这要做什么呢？我们要把大家，只要你进来体验，你看这么多镜头，扫描下来，你就可以变成 AI 的一个立体分身，而且就可以变成贴图哦。想知道怎么获得吗？还可以做自己的贴图，还可以有机会跟我们台湾大哥大的台湾大可的公仔联名在一起，甚至你就可以用 LINE 用你的贴图。想知道的话，记得来到勇士主场。如果今天错过的话，明天还有礼拜2都还可以来体验。来到我们买猫举摊位。哎，对了，还有下一站，我们带大家前进下一站。 比尔来到这一站，我们是不是被瞄准锁定了？来到这一站呢，我们台湾大哥大也推出了防诈战警的 App， 邀请大家跟着2位女孩看看，她们要来射击任务，我们要翻牌。如果你翻到这个任务，你就帮我击中它，击中成功就可以获得我们下载的免费序号6个月。来，请发射。 如果射击成功，射击成功就可以来获得我们这个6个月防诈战警的 App 的序号。总之呢，我们就是希望台湾大哥大跟你一起守护我们的网络资讯的安全，防诈战警，你我一起来做起。
2025怎么投资最营养？美股牛肉大块，台股香甜旺来。富华每台强档基金，预约投资咨询抽好礼。投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。2025怎么投资最营养？美股牛肉大块，台股香甜旺来。富华每台强档基金，预约投资咨询抽好礼。投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。
Samsung Galaxy S25旗舰系列。
Easy. Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca.
一声指令，跨 App 执行，
Find it real quick. Send it.
让神队友帮你。
The place is sick.
用说的就搞定 ，AI 神队友说了算。Galaxy S25旗舰系列。
喜欢找你的快乐，无所畏惧的风格，无可取代全力以赴 Go Water， 极限的祝贺，全分任性的时刻，无可取代热度遇见台湾。充满活力台盐 Water， 无可取代的你，台盐海洋碱性离子水，无可取代，请你得金，台盐海洋碱性离子水。
先会一周有够累，哥哥带你去吃 Fridays， 晚餐搭配 Friday， 就像派对，每次飘散的浓厚香味，红的松的漂亮的座位，除了海滩 Cup 让我沉醉，美好的时光不该早睡 ，Don't worry about that， 今天就是 Friday， 美式的风格气氛正在堆叠，不用出国信息都变悠闲，朋友都到了，味道太香了 ，Friday 都能待在这里，那就太棒了 ，Fridays。
The pilots slated for an early flight tomorrow, headed to Kuala Lumpur to take on NS Matrix of Malaysia.
其实就是国际赛经验的收获，是对我来说是非常的丰富的。对，虽然像上次东超其实并不是达到自己预期想要的样子，但我觉得还是很多的经验的累积，然后让自己沉淀下来。对，那今年其实说实在就是很多的挑战，那我觉得就是好好的去面对它，因为其实也真的不知道有这么多比赛要飞来飞去，然后要打来打去，然后也没有这么多时间可以休息。那我觉得就是从中学习，然后去调试自己的心情。对。
Justin sharing that he gains a lot from these international games. Might have not had the result he wanted in Macau, but get to internalize those takeaways. And they have so many games, not much rest. You have to figure out how to make those adjustments. Speaking of Justin and other popular plays in the Plus League, Mr. Popular Vote in its second stage will be a head-to-head every night until, I believe, next Wednesday when we get into the final round of voting. The Basketball Championship League Asia East will eventually produce 2 teams to participate in the BCL Asia. Previously, Pauian and the Braves participated in such qualifying competitions of club teams going against each other in trying to vie for Asia's best. As Justin, a flying layup and hooked by Brendan Walters. Alec Brown joining the starting Pilots 5-some. DNP in the second quarter with 3 personal fouls, 2 early fouls and a technical. I think there's an argument to be made on his part. Walters with 3 personal, as shown by our score bug. Released off to the right, you can see it. Release. Justin, second on the Pilots tonight with 13 points. Makes the correction. In Group A with the Pilots are Pita Jaya from Indonesia, the aforementioned NS Matrix. And from Mongolia, Beshrel Metal. Pilots, just like the Asia Super League, will have 3 home games and 3 away games. Long rebound chased by Walters, but tapped out of bounds. Pilots and the New Taipei Kings will actually work together and host 6 combined home games for the Pilots on April 26, 27, and 29. The 3 opponents from that group will come to town, as will the Kings. So the entire region will be in the building. As a rebounding foul, Lai Tian a little too handsy, showing off the curls. Funny enough, the BCL Asia East will actually feature its own Final Four, but unlike crowning just a straight-up champion with a big winner's purse, Travion Graham taking a fall there. And, basketball off him, and it's a backcourt violation. I wasn't sure what happened there. Actually, it's when the elevator door closed, Graham wasn't even through yet. Yes, I hate that feeling too when I get stuck in elevator doors. So in the Final Four, I believe what the plan is for the Group A teams to play the Group B teams, and they'll take the results in related games and figure out who are the top 2 squads, as both Walters and KJ come across on the cross screen, and a handsy foul by Andy. And that will produce the 2 teams to join the 2 West Asia Super League teams, along with the CBA, B-League, KBL, and PBA representatives, the champions of each. And the winner of BCL Asia will go on to the World BCL competition, as Alec Brown high up gets the rebound. Travion, one in front of him, takes a clutching take, no, got one in the air, reverse is in. Patient play by Travion there, as the Pilots open up to a 5-point lead. Well, last season, Pita Jaya and NS Matrix were in BCL Asia, as a close miss by Walters. Pita Jaya got 1 win, and Matrix came away 0-3 as physical foul. Walters 4th.
What is this, bro? I can do that.
Here you see Andy reach across Walters' hands. Wasn't so happy about that, so kind of did a log toss there with his arm. Baye will take his place and guard Alec Brown. Graham putting Whitty behind him. A clutching take as Andy, not a clean putback attempt. Numbers for the Braves. Taoyuan tap, and there's Travion. He takes a funny-footed layup and extends the Pilots' lead to 7 points. Speaking of international opponents, the Hiroshima Dragonflies played well in last year's BCL Asia competition themselves. I believe they finished 3rd as KJ had that one tapped away. Time running down as Mbaye got him in the air. A clutching 3-point attempt. Will be another Alec Bound rebound as he throws it. Travion Graham chases it. Down low to Amdi. Big smack by Jeffrey Whitney on the block shot, helping out his smaller teammate. That was going to be some Griffin on a Griffin action there. Pilots retain possession. And a knockdown 3 by the Pilots extends it to a 10-point lead. It's a 7-0 run here in 3 minutes of play in the second half. So timeout by the Braves. They need a course correction or the Pilots will run away with a regular season #1 with a victory tonight. We'll be back after this.
来到球场，不只看勇士在场上打球，我们要邀请大家跟上音乐，来有奶昔带着我们的粉丝朋友一起跳跳舞，来双手跟着奶昔一起，别害羞。来来来，男生来，男生一起跟着奶昔，很好。好，这个一定要会哦，跟着 JC 一起来，小朋友一起来，双手。 很好，很好，跟着 Jessie 姐姐一起跳起来。来哦，柠檬，大拇指伸出来，很好，非常好。希望他耳机的音乐跟我们听到的是一样的。好，这首也要学会哦。
Tomorrow, the Steelers play their last game in Taipei. Once again, the Steelers on a Sunday night against the Braves. Well, unfortunately for the Kaohsiung squad, they have lost all 6 times. They played the Braves as the second of a back-to-back road team. Let's see if tomorrow is lucky number 7. Well, in the opening, just about 3 minutes of the second half, Pilots an 8-0 run. Grabbed 3 offensive rebounds and forced the Braves into 3 fouls and 0 for 4 shooting. The Pilots are shooting back great. 3 for 8 is just about average. KJ, I don't think he took any dribbles. And an and 1 on the long continuation. It was out of sight, that dribble, it must have been. Could have been fouled by a bunch of Pilots there. Justin with his 3rd personal and count the bonus. Justin hesitates, back to Brown. Shooting right away and a clanker. Almost a wedgie on the shot as Tainway quickly down court. KJ back to Whitney. He goes middle, a tough take and a sky hook in for Whitney. A quick 5-0 run by the Braves. found the Mo, up to Josh. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Back past the Mo, and a whistle does come. Looks like Yuri caught something the referees did not. Give another look at Whitty. A good counter, but it's still a tough take as Alec Brown didn't bite on that jab step. So it's the Pilots quickly sustaining a run, and now with 4 team fouls themselves. Mbaye, 2 nickels, scoring and rebounds before that made free throw. He'll launch the 3, and it does not catch anything. And the Pilots once again held scoreless. I believe this is his 4th straight trip. Down low to Josh, to a cutting Mo. Missing the layup, might have been forced into a miss by Brown. Up ahead, Mackey to a cutting Ethan with a right-handed lay-in, and so the fast break is the keys to unlocking some Pilots point scoring. Jerry, Mo, soft double team as a tough turnaround. They stay off of Jones. Josh, the one Brave nearby. They want to use the challenge, at least the players do. The referees will first have a little symposium in front of the Pilots bench. And the call remains Braves basketball, but the referees will elect to review it themselves. That's what the signals were for. Certainly both players' hands come together, and this is what referees call a high five. The hands coming together is something you refer to as shooting, as if you high five a shooter. That's not considered a foul necessarily. But the momentum of the basketball makes you think Josh is the one that touches it, because you see Jones's hand is underneath the basketball. He's trying to brush it up, whereas Josh is kind of crashing down court. And if the ball is popping out through the baseline, that's kind of the context clues you're looking for. Well, we're talking about seeding and who would want to get an advantageous position between the Ghost Hawks, the Braves, and the Pilots. The review is Pilots basketball. Well, home court advantage is good for 59% winning percentage in the Plus League's playoffs historically. The first round even more so at 64%. Of course, the higher seed usually gets home court advantage the first 2 games. Now, the home winning percentage in the regular season is at 55%, so it does make a difference. In season 5 in the Plus League, it's only about 50%. Will that continue in the playoffs? We'll see. Take foul, Alec Brown got Mbaye behind him. And now the Pilots, the next Braves foul will be shooting free throws. To Justin in the short corner. Not open up great scoring as Ethan clutching take. No, Jones got a hand on it and a little bit of hooking on KJ. They just say out of bounds. You hear the Braves not so happy about the contact. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Pilots. Justin as Mo goes down in a clean swish. 9-point lead for the Pilots as Justin has 17. Josh, a quick answer. Different shooting form than we're used to from Josh. Tokoyu, 8 points for number 8. The second made 3 of the night. Got one behind him as Whitney offers up another block. And Justin found the front court. Watch out, that's his 4th personal, and free throws coming up. Like Mo actually tripped over Justin, it looks like. Over here, national team teammates counting 3 on his end, and a free throw's coming up as Justin, 4th personal foul. That's going to be trouble for the Pilots. When you have 3 fouls or you're in foul trouble, that might be a spot you take it easy. "26-year-old Tokoyu was a rookie when the Braves played their inaugural year in the Plus League, the Plus League's inaugural season. For Jones taking a tougher jump shot and knocks it down, no problem. Invited a defender over. Over to Taoyuan. Kind of a UFO there. Keeler and Brown. Ball screen out to Ethan, to Jackie. And a handsy foul by Taoyuan. Jumped out of the way, and it will be Pilots stepping up to the line. You see Travion Graham returning to action. Mackey set a personal high this year in scoring. That was a 24-point game against the Steelers on January 16th. Seems like a while ago now. And in basketball season terms, it was. Pilots up by 9. Cross screen for Mbaye, but Graham pushes him out as KJ deep 3. The left wing clanks it, and Pilots have not elected to run very patient offense. Have opted for some quick shots. As Taoyuan, he drills the 3. Pilots are going to give him that all day long. As Killer Guandayo joins the fray, and he hits the triple. Tapped away as Josh picks it up off the deck, airballs, and Jeffrey Whitty blows the putback opportunity, given some chances, and finally a whistle comes after a bunch of stumbling, bumbling. I don't know if it was the fouling or if it his interesting footwork. Whitty stays perfect, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. will make him the third Brave to score in double digits if he makes the second one. Into Horizon High in California, and sorry, but this seems like to be a broadcaster's jinx, we call it in the industry. Under 4.5 to go. Graham and Jones up top. Nayo, smart, almost picked that dribble. Pregame Graham from the wing, short. And then Jackie will take it to the corner and to the locker room.
特别区勇士队换人，沃特斯上场，继续跟着节奏，继续帮勇士队加油！
Pilots held to 7 of 19 shooting. If you discount that early barrage, as Taoyuan makes a second three of the quarter. It's going to be a big problem for the Pilots, as this time Jackie takes it to him and he gets the foul. This time he gets as animated as we've ever seen Taoyuan. You see the dribbling is actually kind of giving Taoyuan a lot of momentum. Jackong was previously infallible at the free throw line. And can't make it quite a fourth as Wayne tracks down the board. Pregame needs some help as Killer feeds it to Jones, smart in front of him. Quick baseline spin and a whistle comes. Got a step on Brendan Smart.
One shot.
Back to a 9-point lead for the Pilots. Third quarter, they've scored 7 out of their 25 points from the free throw line. As again, they go under for Taoyuan. After Jab Step taking the three, that one's halfway down and out, and Walters crashes into Graham. That's an unlucky foul. Well, that's one the refs can't let go. Travion ended up on the floor. If he keeps his balance, maybe the referees can swallow their whistle. But again, it's kind of an unlucky situation because contact made, and there's consequences to the contact. You can hear the chatter going on. Seems like Beast is taking exception with how the referees are calling the game. Graham goes 1 for 2. Pilots have fouled 6 times this quarter. The Braves now 8 times as Orange gets a takeaway. Check Guan Nayo. Starts in the dribble drives. How about Wayne to Graham, number 24, almost. So with some counter space, the Braves give it to Brendan Smart, and Jeff Whitty almost threw in for the putback. Finally looked it up. Brandon Smart in 5 seasons has accumulated 109 games played across all game types. Certainly considerable for the international student that's seen the most career success. Certainly longevity. Otherwise, it's 96 regular season games as let's slow it up. Cameraman trying to get the perfect zoom. Graham from 16 feet. That one finds out. Unfriendly basket as Beast goes baseline and a free layup for him. Speaking of that early Brave success, well, they're #1 in the inaugural season. They led the next best record with 9 games ahead as Lee Jiakang rails the tray, and the Pilots continue to build this third quarter lead. I bring that up because the Pilots this season and up to this point only have a 4-game lead over second as Beast got a reaching foul by the Pilots. Another look at it's Taoyuan actually providing a steal for Beast. All 9 lines with that free throw. Beast has only taken 18 free throws in 14 games this regular season. It'll be under a minute after this Pilots possession here in the third. Jackie on the curl to Jones. Crossing left and another 3. Nothing but net from the left wing by Jaron Jones. Pilots look to solidify a double-digit lead heading into the fourth quarter. Beast draws the attention of 3 defenders to Brendan Smart cutting. That's a sweet feed. How about Jackie trying to break his personal high, and he does so. Canning another triple for 27 points on the game. His 5th made free and is, by the way, a perfect 8 for 8 from the line. A little extra help as Taoyuan does not get the answer. 7 seconds left for the Pilots to work a little magic. How about Killer from the corner? Big arcing 3 and it hits the side of the backboard. Taoyuan flying in for a last-second contest. But a 35-23 third quarter for the Pilots as the Braves, scratching their heads, need a much better defensive effort to have a chance in the ball game. 92-78 as we head to the fourth.
今天会是哪一位勇士来为大家示范一起做的动作呢？我们待会来看看。来喽，跟着杰哥一起比出动作哦。还有我们台湾大哥大 AI 特效，我们一起比出动作。这位小朋友。 看到你的脸上已经有我们 AI 科技的特效哦，跟着杰哥一起比出动感光波哦。来，这位帅哥，很好，非常好，谢谢，表现很好，哈哈，一起哈哈大笑。哎，小朋友一起来，家长带着小朋友。 跟着超能战队一起勇闯未来，我们台湾大哥大最新的 AI 科技，在大荧幕的滤镜一起套用，很好。也欢迎大家，由我们 Jamie 总经理亲自来为各位示范，跟着杰哥一起比出动感光波的特效。 Hello， 非常可爱，记录一下。
动感光波，
柠檬，哇，柠檬，这样的柠檬你还喜欢吗？各位，哈哈哈，非常可爱。来喽，奶昔，好，谢谢大家的参与。
Plus 球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 IV Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语。欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。A 10-point third quarter for Li Jiakang. I'm sure head coach of Chinese Taipei, Tucci, is getting a lot of messages about the Pilots, number 12. His teammate Justin Lu Junxiang sitting the last part of the third quarter with foul trouble as number 6 on number 6 defense has a bounce and even with a touch at the end. Braves basketball, but 10 seconds on the shot clock to go full court. Beast taking it from the backcourt, a step back, and it got Zue on the pump fake. Well, the Braves do come away with the first team foul by the Pilots and 3 free throws. Zue was complimented by Beast on his defense the previous time they matched up here, but that one looked a little easy. Maybe Zue in the future can consider trying to count down the shot clock better. Maybe instead of jumping at Beast, just jump when there's 1 second on the clock instead, because at that point, the shooter would have to take the shot. Friends and family of Braves sitting on the right side basket in the bleachers. So a 3-0 start in the fourth quarter for the Braves. Jackie had that one picked as the Braves start a fast break. He's guarded by Travion as he asks for some space. Probing, out backing up. Walters got deep positioning as Zue crashes the party. And it causes an out of bounds, but they want to review. The Pilots did succeed earlier in the game, so they can take a second one, as Irgi does. You know, look at Zue crashing the party, and it does pass through the hands of Walters. Now, whether he's the last to touch it, we'll see. Smart defense by Wayne to come from the weak side, give his center a little bit of help. Because a good pass can always be good defense, and it will be the Pilots who get the basketball back. Well, Irgi's got a smirky smile. And I don't believe it's about being a 2 for 2 with video reviews tonight. Point set for the Pilots as Justin and Brown not create an opening, so Graham screens, gets it back. Plus 3-point range off the mark. Quiller Guandayo with the offensive board and a foul on the alley-oop attempt. can sense the frustration on the Brave side. It would be such a tough position if they just grab the defensive rebound. You see Mbaye stuck between the two players and is called for the foul. Good effort. Certainly prevented 2 points. Again, the Pilots have been very poor with their baseline out of bounds offense. Justin got by 1 and beats Lighting into the cup. Now Wayne chases Beast, who gets in the mid-range, and Jeff Wu, Butterfingers, lets that one fall out of bounds. See, Justin was patient. He's one of the better finishers in the Plus League. Waiting for a handoff to a Jones screen. Justin crashes into 2 and almost makes it. The Braves had their backs toward him and accumulate another foul. Pretty simple offense, just a ball screen for Justin to head right. So it's number 0 Lighting, but it looked like Beast had more to do with that play. Pilots with a 15-point lead. The Braves and a mounted comeback as Mbaye threw some contact. Pilots 5-on-4 for a minute as Jones picked from behind. To an open Justin, he fires away, so close but no cigar. Probing with a left-handed dribble. Lighting him, but the Pilots are doing a good job. A double team on Beast. He drives it, tries to find a pass, and is rejected. Wayne hesitating, fake to a cutting killer, and he's stopped by Mbaye. Mismatches all over the place as Lighting will start the offense on the right wing. A 3 from the logo, clean swish. Lighting's been rather quiet in recent days, despite being the starter for 7 out of the 18 games he's played this year, and it's a turnover for the Pilots. I'm kind of curious, because the referee initiated an offensive foul signal, and I thought travel was more in the cards. Let's look. It's a little bit of a left elbow chicken wing. So now we can kind of understand what was going on there. The Braves call timeout as it remains a 12-point lead here in the 4th for the Pilots.
我就来照顾前排的好吗？想要礼物的帮我站起来。好，那我来发给礼物给楼上的大家。来喽！好，还有，那就来继续送。
BCL Asia East starts Monday, March 24th in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, with our Pauian pilots against the NS Matrix. Last year's reps in the BCL Asia. The games to take place in Taiwan, April 26th through the April 30th. So we left off with a pilot's turnover on Jaron Jones's offensive foul. Screen and then a screen for Beast as he takes the contested three, and wow, bottoming it and making it a 10-point game. Actually, it was a long two as Justin probes into some space, blocked by Walters. Two-way trying to probe a little bit of space, and he's called for the foul as pretty decent defense. Eventually a foul was called. So Irgi was trying to contend that Beast was doing all the contact. It looks like it should be counted as a three. Previously, Irgi gifted a guitar to Yang Jiming for almost single-handedly knocking down the pilots before. He doesn't want to see a repeat performance by Beast as Taoyuan airballs the runner. I just want to get a score down as Jackie left wide open and too strong with it as Anderson back to Jackie on the reload, another three, and even worse off. They don't look Beast's way. He comes for the screen as Jeff Whitty didn't set his feet, still offered up a good three-point attempt. Walters ends up on the floor as here come the pilots. Jones from the right wing to Anderson to Alec Brown, wide open left corner, too strong. Let's lose out on a couple opportunities. Braves now under 7 minutes, try to get their run going again. B, no. Jackie right into the waiting arms of Jerry. Numbers for the Braves as behind Whitty takes a tough spinning shot. And after the back and forth, Braves come away with two. Substitutions coming up as see the pass trying to get out of the way of Alec Brown's reach. So far it's been a 10-4 fourth quarter for the Braves. Ethan guarded by Baye, got past him on the reach back, and a second effort by Ethan over Jeff Whitty. Lucky bounce, lucky ball for the Pilots as Jerry running, finding KJ in the corner. He lets it fly. Braves getting a little second life, down by 7. Ethan's driving again down to Jones and gotten by in the air. Baye in about 28 minutes. I think that's his 3rd personal foul. approaching the 20-point mark. 6 of 14 shooting from the field. There you see a 20 and 7 for his stat line. Josh cross screen for Whitty. Spinning baseline and got it. Back to 7 points as Justin taking it around the world, faking one out and in high off the glass. So bucket for bucket, the two teams go. The Pilots with a 3-possession lead as Taoyuan given space. The 4th 3 of the game for him. 16 points on Taoyuan's night, and you take that away. Pilots will be running away with this one. Ethan with a speed advantage, trying to find an opening as that one's tipped up. Jones, this time moving right. Hit 3 almost, and Jackie crashes the board. How about on the reload? 45 in. A bingo from the left corner. Pilots opening up a cushion again. 9-point lead, but KJ unchecked, got it. Stroking another 3. The Braves back in that 3rd quarter kind of got cold with only 3 of 14 from beyond the arc. How about Jones? Unchecked again. Doesn't have it. Braves with space as Taoyuan make it 5. Taoyuan chasing after that 37-point game. Years ago, the ball game is a 3-point margin. Jackie taking a Whitty for a spin, and it's going to be steps. Yergi, allergic to timeouts, will elect to go with substitutions instead. This is kind of his 3rd season with the Pilot special. He'll try to let the boys figure it out. And the home Braves are another 3-pointer away. It's been a 23-10 4th quarter. Pilots trying to deny the basketball as Josh. A whistle from the weak side. This time Taoyuan is actually guarded better by the Pilots, at least on that 1st possession. Here in the 4th, Pilots 0 for 5 from 3-point land. No answers. Josh goes baseline, flips it to Mo, and he's called for steps. Braves on the quarter, 5 for 7 from 3. Add that to 3 for 3 by Beast's free throw shooting, and 3 twos. Post to Jones, up high to Brown, and KJ was stuck on an island. Into one, left it a little short. We're going to be under 2 minutes. Brown taking a high screen, but the Braves kind of zoned up here. Ethan, he's given the space to the corner. Justin attracts 2. 1 second left as Jackie puts it up and cashing a floater and wanted to foul on the play too. Back to 3-possession lead. Braves can't play around, but KJ over the shoulder layup. Keeping it the ball game. Brown screens for Jackie across to Ethan. Back to Brown, he takes his steps and in for two. Great use of his footwork to keep Jeff Whitty away from the block, and Braves call timeout. They've played well in the fourth, but is it enough? Mentioned KJ was the MVP of last week, mainly on his Sunday performance. They're going to need every bit from everyone left on the floor.
If they post up and I'm with them on the post, you got to come back because James Brown is sitting on the backside. So I need to push back out to Brown.
Hey, hey! Go, you pass the ball. You pass the ball, okay? Go away. Josh, Jeff, that's you. All right, 凯杰，好了，凯杰 ，Josh， 凯杰 ，Josh， 右尾 ，Go， 凯杰下来，这个投掷右尾直接投了，冲，然后 Josh 直接往这边走 ，KJ here，KJ 后 ，one more time，one more time， 那边前场，对 ，Go。 KJ, Josh, go, go, KJ. If no, set screen for KJ. All right, let's go. 那边。Table， 然后球员许前面，对。Right. 这是输了还够了。好。哎，还是8前1吗？要吗？好。
So KJ, I believe, is the intended target. The Braves playing with Jeff Whitty and Brandon Walters in the second half. Jabari Bird may be resting a little earlier, still recovering from injury. From the far side, Mbaye to Josh. KJ hesitates, now coming. Countering as Josh goes baseline. Out to Taoyuan. The contest by Jones is enough to make a miss. And Brown with the board. Braves got to get a stop now. They have one foul to take if they want to be aggressive with a steal opportunity. Jackie keeping away from Mo. Alec Brown cross-matched up as Justin. Jump pass to Jackie, 3 seconds left. Alex Brown with the dagger. Downing a 3 and making it a 10-point game. Braves need to show more urgency as Mbaye taking on the entire defense. Getting a layup to go, and the Pilots will slow walk it up. Braves not in any hurry, might concede the game. Waiting for a Pilot's mistake as Jones hits Jackie with 11 seconds on the shot clock. He follows it up with another 3, bearing it from the corner. A 30-piece for Lee Jiakang. Block from Alec Brown, and as Jeff Whitty serves up another. I don't think there's really much to say about that one. Another garbage time bucket from Mbaye, and the Pilots with just one inbounds left to seal the game. Jackie Lee Jiakang with a game-high 32 points leads the Pilots to the 117-108 victory. The highest scoring game between these two teams with Braves 117 to 114 on November 9th. Man, the back and forth certainly made it exciting toward the end, but the Pilots really found a different gear in the last couple of minutes. Here's your quarter-by-quarter score. And we'll wait on that post-game interview. That ends the Braves winning streak at 4 games. And the Pilots will solidify themselves as the #1 seed in the regular season. Now the only thing left to determine is who's going to be 3 for the Plus League playoffs. So this time on the road, the Pilots get to celebrate a different milestone. On the Brave side, 6 players score in double digits, actually led by Taoyuan's 5 of 12 3-point shooting, had a couple of layups. And looking at the turnover situation toward the end, remember they had a combined 21. The end of the game has a combined 31, so only 10 turnovers in the second half certainly is an improvement to that ball security, and the two teams got to let their offense shine. Jackie was joined by 2 other 20-point scorers in Jaron Jones, 23, as was Justin's scoreline, 23. On the headset is Jackie Lee Jiakang.
其实很开心，因为我前阵子脚受伤嘛，然后还在找状态，然后前面几场的3分球出手次数也不太理想，不太好，然后回去教练跟球员都还是给我很多的自信跟出手空间，让我在这一场可以找回上半季的手感。
Jackie saying weeks ago he had that turned ankle, was trying to find his form, wasn't happy about his shooting before, but the coaches and staff gave him the confidence in the space.
我觉得最重要的就是保持自信吧，然后还有平常就是会自主训练投篮，做一样对的事情，然后持续做下去，相信就是不管到后面一定会呈现出很好的东西。
Jackie saying, gotta stay confident in himself, put in the work, and the results will follow. I asked about consideration for the national team.
希望下一次国家队会有我的名单，我会尽全力以赴帮助台湾拿下好的成绩。好，谢谢。
Then Jackie said he hopes to be in the Chinese Taipei roster next time selections are made, and will do his best. Now asked about the home court advantage.
我觉得是一个肯定吧，因为这一路走来，不管是球队还有行销，整个团队都很辛苦，然后一路走来不容易，然后先拿到分组第1龙头，我觉得是一个肯定，然后我们会继续加油，这样，谢谢。
Saying it's a big confidence booster. The team on the court and the team behind the scenes, not an easy season, but to keep it going. 加油. Last wave to the Pilots fans in the building. Jackie able to score 32 points on just 30 minutes and 7 seconds of play. So before you leave the stream, be sure to leave a like, but if you'd like to see more content, in the post-game, we'll break things down from Taipei Hoping Gymnasium. The Pilots are victorious and #1 in the regular.
好，谢谢。来，第3位朋友，来先看相机，来看这里。 好，谢谢。那我顺便想邀请我们今天来开箱勇士主场的4位朋友来加入，好吗？我们欢迎3元还有艺术。好，我们一起加入。好，我们先看相机哦。好，来看这里。好，看镜头，看镜头，来看镜头，先不要聊天，看镜头。好，来看这里。好，来挥挥手 ，video。好，谢谢。来 ，Angels 留步，应援团帮我加入好吗？来，谢谢，谢谢我们4位来宾。好，比尔、鼎威一起加入好吗？来，应援团一起来前方，谢谢。好，看相机哦。来看中间相机。
Some of the last scenes from Taipei Hoping Gymnasium were the Pilots and the Braves winning streak. But the home squad can now look toward tomorrow in a matchup against the Steelers. And on Tuesday, the Braves played the Ghost Hawks. For now, the goal is solidified, trying to go for number 2 in the regular season. There's the final statistics on the game, where the Pilots knocked down a few more 3-pointers, and the Braves could not quite exploit their size advantage inside. And unlike when they had Big Z with his skinnier frame and 3-point shooting, it won't be as easy for the Braves guards to penetrate. So they need to kind of work out their offensive plans. And really the key for this game, the Pilots +9 rebounds. The Steelers' only victory on the season came against the Braves, but down in Kaohsiung. And the Braves want to get the winning going again and secure at least a home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. On behalf of Chen Ziwei and Cai Jingjing, Formosa Television, our Plus League offices, I've been Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching this broadcast. Be sure to leave a like, and we will see you in the next one.